question. Have you ever been intimidated? I'm going to share a story with you as soon as I get back. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video finds everybody doing well. And if you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here, sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just dropping by to say hi, hello. Hope one day you'll come back and stick around. Thanks so much, everyone, for your thumbs up and sharing this video. I'm going to talk to you today about intimidation. Now, some of you may know the story of how I became a school teacher. For the brand new people here, I was a school teacher for a number of years in a private Christian school. The way it happened, there's its own video all about it. Don't have time for that right now, but you can always go back to that video, and I will hook that video up in the description box below. But I'm going to share a minute of that story. That very day when I went in to fill in as a substitute, the ones that know the story know what I'm talking about. I'll never forget this. One of the teachers there that I did not know, the others I did know because they were my teachers. So I was like in my middle, late 20s at that time. So a lot of my teachers from that school were still there. But this particular teacher who introduced me to this very chaotic, weird class, sorry, and if you're watching, you know I'm right. And then thank goodness everything worked out. But that teacher said, whatever you do, we were climbing the stairs to go to the classroom. She says, whatever you do not let the students intimidate you, which I thought was kind of like, why are you saying that? You know, because again, I was thrown into this den of thieves, and you have to go back to the story to understand what I'm saying. And it stuck with me all these years later. And that was way back in 1984, I heard that. So I'm thinking this rule of thumb can apply to every single one of us. I'm thinking perhaps that intimidation may be holding some of us back from success in savings, from success in careers, from success in just trying to take that very, very first step. You know, the reason for this specific video, it started off, I entered the title when I created the video for today. The video concept for today was, "The world is still your oyster." And actually, that is true. Many people think that the world is only our oyster when we are young. I beg to differ. I am now 62 and a half, going on 63. For example, I embarked on this journey called YouTube, and it is a journey, and I love it, and I have an opportunity to spread messages. But this one thing holds people back: intimidation. What is holding you back from doing certain things? Are you afraid to make a mistake? Please don't be, because no one starts as an athlete. I know I've alluded to that in prior videos. Everyone does start from the beginning or at zero, like Roberto Blake. He's a wonderful advising type person on YouTube, and YouTubers know the person I mean, okay? But it is so true. Everyone starts at zero. So do not be intimidated. I did not wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to become a teacher. I really didn't. I didn't. But they were pivotal years that happened with the help of God and faith and just honing the craft. I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to give messages on YouTube for over 3 years. I created over 1,000 videos. Okay, I eliminated a few, but I created over 1,000 videos. That is nothing to sneeze at. Did I wake up one day and say, today I'm going to create 1,000 videos? No, I had no clue. I was clueless. And I smashed down that record button for the first time. I was talking about, of all things, weight loss. So one day, I decided to talk about cash envelope system. And I saw that that was more relatable to the people that were viewing me. And then I said, you know what? Maybe this is going to help somebody. So that's when the frugality aspect of my channel began. But I did not let beginnings intimidate me. Everyone starts at the beginning. You are not born an Olympic athlete. You don't wake up one day like that. And anyone who tries to convince you that you're not good enough, please shake off the naysayers. Do not let naysayers control your life. Do not let naysayers control your destiny. You need to sit down and examine that. What does this all have to do with budgeting and this and that? I believe a lot. I want to go back to that sweet person that said, whatever you do, don't let the students intimidate you. It was unbeknownst to me that the prior teacher to that classroom just couldn't handle it. That teacher called out sick and just kept calling out sick, and I had to keep substituting. When I walked into that class, it was absolute chaos. I never saw anything like it. And for me, that was a shocker because I was a student of that school. And the same very principal that was my principal as a child remained there when I was an adult teaching there. In fact, she hired me in, of all places, a supermarket checkout. Yes, yes, yes. Got to go back to that video. But when I walked in there, albeit in my middle, late 20s, I didn't run out of there afraid. I walked in. I walked into that room and I faced it. And I looked around me and I said, you know what? That lady is so right. They were not going to get away with desk, books, and everything thrown all over the place. It wouldn't be fair to them. I wanted them to learn. That kind of thing, that's not the time or place. And I knew that. So when I walked in, they're like, who on planet Earth is this person? And then everybody, we just nicely, orderly cleaned up our desks, put our books away, got started, and ready to learn. And it was indeed a very big learning experience for me. I did voluntarily teach in that school. That I did. I did not know that was going to become a permanent job. It was only supposed to be a substitute thing. But I didn't walk in there the way I walked out of there 7 or 8 years later. I did not walk out of there the same person. I walked out of there a stronger person. Was I that strongest person when I walked in? No. Sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. So I'm just saying, please do not let intimidation stop you from your goals and totally shake away the naysayers. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back tomorrow at 5 a.m. for some more tips, tricks, sharing of stories. And by the way, if you had anything in your life that intimidated you and you overcame that intimidation, please don't hesitate to share that in the comment section below. Now, I'm going to see if I could close out this show. I am not going to let it intimidate me. Be right back. I survived, and so did you. Have an amazing, fantastic day.